Do you have a link?
Twitch.tv/Buffalo Productions.
Hold on, I need to open the thing or whatever. No, we're.
I forgot you can chat on here.
Do you? Do you have chat?
Yeah, because I have the window open.
Are we good? Are we live? That's the important question.
Well, that's. There's chat.
Are we live though?
Well,
That's the question. My app isn't saying that we're live.
well, the people in the thing said they can hear the MIDI. So.
This is a spicy MIDI. The chat's not showing up on the.
You know, I don't know what causes that to like. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't.
Chat.
Double click it. Double click the actual chat right here. And then just click OK.
Can you see the image?
I forgot how to look at my.
Do you see? Can you see what we're playing? Technical difficulties, folks. It'll take us a minute.
I'm gonna open the
Are you?
site where I.
Yes, because if they get the mushroom way down there,
Hold on.
they can sneak up on you.
All right, okay. Hold on. Chat only. Why? Alright. Now I can see chat
That's good. I can't see it.
on my phone. I inhaled my hair.
Also, you can't shoot
Our audio level's okay.
the shot that you shot, hit something, or it goes off the screen if you didn't hit it.
Are the audio levels alright? That's the question. Oh. The text is just over Stardust Crusaders, so I could barely read it.
Oh, then shrink it.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, so it is showing up, it's just not. Wait, why is it not?
Because it's on chat. You've selected chat, dummy.
Yes, I'm trying to move the chat, dummy.
Oh.
I just accidentally, what do you call it? I just accidentally shrunk it instead of moving it.
Good job. A+, 10 out of 10. Mr. Mosquito, walk through.
It's so that we can find all the stuff later.
Oh, so secrets. Spicy middies. The middies are spicy. Needed another minute to prep my food. The only food that you need is this 100% spicy midi.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, alright, we're good.
Yeah, I just scrolled it.
Now they come up over Abdal. Oops. Don't mind that noise, folks.
Well, whilst I watch an ad, can we talk about how awful this movie starring Matt Damon about the Great Wall of China looks?
Oh yeah, it looks awful. Terrible. Okay, so quick introduction for what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing through one of my favorite games. The Turtle. It's a pretty good Matt Damon movie. They distracted me. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing one of my favorite games, which is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the 7th Stand User, in which you are an OC having been put into the Stardust Crusaders, Siri, go away. The Stardust Crusaders story. I have several save files on here. So we're gonna be overwriting a few of them that I don't care about anymore.
A few of them? You mean one?
A few of them. A few of them.
Why would we need more than one save?
Reasons. And I have my good friend Mike here to help me make decisions and answer questions. Yeah, my original save. Help me make decisions and do the opening quiz to see what stand we get. And we're gonna make a totally new OC, and she's gonna be great. We've pre-decided it's gonna be a girl, so because a girl gives you more story options.
Oh, I just thought it was because we always play girls.
It's that too, but we also get more story options if we're a girl.
I mean,
So is the rest of the music in this game
spicy is this one?
as yeah. The music is pretty spicy. All right, so new game.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, I forgot it.
Who's this guy? That's what you're thinking, right? Allow me to introduce myself. I am the interfering Speedwagon. Sorry for the sudden entrance, but would you like me to explain this game's features? Do you want to listen to an explanation or start the game?
No, this is the game. You know how it plays.
Okay. By the way, it looks like this is your first time playing. Speedwagon.
Question.
Yeah.
Why is young Speedwagon explaining to us part 3?
Young Speedwagon isn't explaining part 3. He's explaining the game. He's our tutorial.
He's explaining to us how things work that he's never heard of.
Yes. What difficulty level would you prefer? Easy, normal, hard, or what's the difference?
What is the difference?
Okay. In easy mode, you'll receive a bonus of 1,000 experience points, 10,000 gold, and extra recovery items. However, each party member will lose 10 friendship points. In normal mode is the default difficulty and the way the game was designed to be played. In hard mode, each party member will lose 10 friendship points, the protagonist will start with lowered stats, and enemies will have attack patterns unique to this difficulty.
Why does everything other than normal make you lose friendship points?
Because easy, it's supposed to be like...
It's like a punishment for picking easy. I
Yes.
get it. Why is it also a punishment for picking hard?
Because it's hard mode. It's designed to be more difficult. Lower stats, stronger enemies, and lower friendship levels make for a severe playthrough that will test your skills to the fullest. So I say we go normal. Because friendship points are very, very important.
I mean, I would say hard, but I don't want to lose friendship points.
Yeah, friendship points are very important, so we'll do normal. Would you like to watch the prologue?
Sure.
Watch the prologue. All right, here we go. Thank you, Speedwagon.
I was just waiting for like a fully animated cutscene.
Hey, over here, we finally hit the jackpot. What are you waiting for?
I remember this part.
Open it. Yeah, we recently started watching Stardust Crusaders, didn't we?
I love that this looks like a Game Boy game.
Yes. What are you waiting for? Open it. I told you. There's bound to be good stuff in here, considering this is where a luxury liner went down 100 years ago. Who cares? Just hurry up and open it. Jeez, calm down. I get it. That's funny. It's locked from the inside.
That is weird, right? Like, if I found that, I would be like, this is strange. But also, why would you find a clearly obvious coffin and be like, there must be good things in here? There's a dead body in there.
It's a treasure chest shaped like a coffin. It's a treasure chest shaped like a coffin. We'll force it open then. Hey you, grab me a blowtorch. Alright, time to bust this thing open. Huh? There's writing on the side. D-I-O. Dio? Must be the company that made the chest.
Sure.
Shit, why not? Just open it already.
I'd love it if they'd read that and was like, oh, I know Dio, he's a famous musician.
Yeah.
This is way before that point, I think. I don't know, when does this take place?
1980 something.
I guess this would be around the time of Dio.
So on wheels, they're really a block.
This is Retcon Team B12.
I read that as instigator.
Instigator! This is Retcon Team B12 coming in for what appears to be an abandoned ship. We haven't found corpses or any other trace of the crew.
You just said retcon?
Yeah. Retcon.
It is the retcon team. They're retconning us into it.
They are. 1987. Okay, so that's... Yeah, that's about right. All we found is an empty container that was left on the deck. Seems to be forced open with an acetylene torch. No clue as to the whereabouts of its former contents. We are requesting the search team for the lost crew members be dispatched ASAP. Jeez. Talk about bizarre.
That looks like a computer.
Hey, what do you think of all this? It is a computer.
Oh, okay.
Which chest is made of reinforced steel, so whatever was in here had to be important. Maybe someone or something was lurking inside, and when they opened it, it devoured them whole. And maybe it's still on the ship. Or whatever.
Quit breaking the fourth wall, dude.
Hey, where'd you disappear to? Come on, it's getting dark out. Rip. I hear Space Invaders.
Yep.
No.
Spicy MIDI. Let's just enjoy the soundtrack for a second. Da, 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 da.
It's a long opening.
Oh!
God, that bass line
Papa!
is great.
Papa! Over here, Papa! Holdy! Oh, precious. I'm glad you could come, Papa. With my only daughter in a bind, why, I'd cross the entire Earth in 24 hours if I had to. How's Mama? She threw a fit, but I told her it was top secret Joestar company business.
She threw a fit because I didn't tell her I was going to visit her.
Papa. Hey, knock it off, Holly. Don't wanna. I haven't gotten a chance to cuddle with you in ages. Good grief. Do you realize how that sounds coming from a 45-year-old woman? Oh, now you've done it. I'll have to tickle you for that. Coochie coochie coo. Hey, quit it. No. This is the cutest thing.
Oh no.
This is the most precious thing. Hey, what are you looking at? Let me help with your luggage. Now then, Holly, about Jotaro. Are you sure he mentioned an evil spirit? Oh, I can't believe it, my Jotaro. It's all true, but no one else in the room could see it, but I could. Another arm besides his own. And that gun. Whole horse, is this you?
I was gonna say, I don't remember there being a gun.
He took it from the police officer, remember? To shoot himself in the head, and then his stand stopped it.
But that was after Joseph got there.
No, it wasn't. It was before. You big dumb. Nobody else could see it but you? Yeah. Have you been experiencing anything similarly unusual? No, nothing like that. But listen, he says he won't leave this cell until he figures out the cause of all this. Papa, what am I going to do? Now, my darling. Now that Joseph Joestar is here to save the day, there's no cause for alarm. Now then, I'd like to meet with our Jotaro face to face. My boy. All his stuff. I can't believe it. Somehow there's more things in the cell than there were before. He's been possessed by something terrible, and whatever it is, it's violent. Quick aside, I love how Star Platinum just brings him stuff. Shonen Jump, a radio, a TV.
Which means it has a much bigger range than it is shown to have in the show.
That's true.
Because how the hell is it getting to these things?
How did it get him Shonen Jump and a Game Boy, a clearly visible Game Boy? If anyone finds out about this, I'll be fired in a heartbeat. Don't worry, I'll handle my grandson. Grandson? Jotaro, it's Grandpa. Grandpa's here to help you now. Please come home. Get out. You're coming with me. Piss off! I didn't ask you to come here. You want to help me? What makes you think you could do that? Sorry you had to come all the way from New York. I can't recover from that.
Oh, you do?
But I'm not leaving. Ooh. Yeah, he just ripped it off.
Yep.
My finger. When did he take that off? See that? Do you finally get it? That's my evil spirit. Don't come any closer unless you want to cut short what little time you have left.
Oh, yeah?
You pulled one over on me. Aren't you conceited? You're full of garbage.
And he's very observant. That's his whole shtick.
I never watched Battle Tendency, so I don't actually know.
You never watched the best season so far?
You like battle attendants? I can't believe it. I'd clear up this little mystery for him right now, but it won't do to simply explain it. He has to feel it with his own body. It's the only way to protect him from the dangers yet to come. Abdul, it's your turn. Allow me to introduce Abdul, my good friend from Egypt. Get my grandson out of the cell. Battle tendency is good. Give up. He looks tough, but just saying he'll get me out isn't gonna make it happen. Besides, do you really think I'd let a butt ugly guy like that boot me out of here? Nothing you can do is going to change my mind. All you're doing is getting on my nerves. Mr. Joestar, I may have to be a little bit rough with him. But when I'm through, he may be in so much pain, he'll be begging us to let him out. That's not a problem. Oh man, alright,
Hey,
so...
you can't do that. Shut up.
Yeah, shut the hell up. Abdul wants to fight. This is where we get the tutorial. Yes, Abdul has an evil spirit just like yours.
Oh, not gonna lie, I didn't know there was combat in this game. I just expected it to just be...
No. This spirit that obeys Abdul's will is called Magician's Red.
I don't... It doesn't look like Magician's Red in the background.
No?
It just looks like a random blob of fire.
Do you see the M next to Abdul's name? That represents your opponent's distance from you. S means short, and that means the opponent is close. L is long, and that means they're far away. And M is in the middle, which means they're somewhere in between.
Can you change that?
At that distance, physical attack should be the most effective means of damaging him. It's hot. Are these flames? My arm, it's burning. It's all because of that evil spirit. Now, Jotaro, summon your spirit as well. A figure resembling an ancient Roman centurion appeared from behind Jotaro.
That's not how I would have described him, but sure.
Hoorah! Alright, yeah, there we go. You failed to grasp the very basics of stand combat. Stand combat? What you thought was an evil spirit is actually powerful vision created from your own life force. Since it appears beside you, we call it a stand. The stand draws power from your spirit energy, or SP.
We call it
So
a stand because
if
it
you
stands behind
consume
you,
all of it,
even
it
though
won't be
most
able
of
to
the time
manifest.
They just float.
Yeah,
I call them floats.
I call them floats. Stands also have different attributes, such as range. Your stand can only manifest very close to your body, so it's a close range stand. Abdul's stand fights at range, so he can unleash an all-out attack while keeping his distance. Unfortunately, your close range stand will be unable to attack at full power. If you don't want to be limited to attacks that don't have a range attribute, then use the guard command strategically and wait for the enemy to reveal their weak point. Some enemies will maintain their distance to prevent you from closing in on them, so keep on your toes. Now then, the fight is on. Alright, so here we go. See? Attacks have a certain distance, so if you want them to be better, you have to wait until the enemy is close. Or far, or whatever.
Say, what makes them move?
Their own, strategy. It depends on who you're fighting.
So, if the AI is any good, you'll never be able to hit him, is what you're telling me.
And you need SP to use stand attacks.
It changed difference. You crashed into a wall.
Yeah, sometimes your attacks will leave status effects on your enemy, and then they'll take extra damage or be unable to do things.
I like that both the game and you just said that you have to wait for your opponent to get close or whatever before you do things, and he walks away and you just keep attacking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wail on him.
I mean, you're being true to character.
Yeah. Don't screw with me. I didn't want to leave because I didn't want people to get hurt. I'm relieved to see someone else is afflicted with the same thing as me, but if I keep going, you're going to die. Ah, you know what? Forget it. Yeah, keep in mind that the two police officers over there, they can't see any of this. They just see him flying around the cell. Hey, where are you going? Look at me. As you can see, I've gotten him out of the cell.
I've been tricked. I'm an idiot.
Was this your plan all along? Not quite. I did truly intend to send you to the hospital, but your strength exceeded my expectations. Wow, Abdul. Wow. Oh yeah, I was going to fully kill you. What if I hadn't pulled those bars apart? What then? My ability, rather, my stand is Magician's Red. If it came to it, my flames could easily melt them. You and Abdul have the same kind of power, Jotaro, but we can talk more about that once we leave. This isn't the place to loiter. Yay! Jotaro finally came out! Shut up, you're such a pain in the ass. Got it, honey.
That explains why he's not interested in girls.
What? Oh. I love Holly so much. She's so pure and good. And nerve of you calling your own mother a pain in the ass. Who taught you to speak like that? And you, don't look so happy about it. Fine. Hey, Gramps, listen up. There's still something that's bugging me. How do you know about my evils? Rather, how do you know so much about my stand? Well, that's what I came from New York to talk to you about. Well, we'll get to that in time. There's something else I need to talk about first. Something linked to the entire Joestar family. Take a look at these pictures. Alright, yeah. He has photos of the chest. The coffin.
The coffin that very clearly is a coffin that everybody keeps thinking has treasure in.
What am I supposed to be looking at here? 4 years ago, this metal chest was pulled up off the waters west of Africa. Afterwards, I took it into my own hands. In reality, it's not a chest, but a casket. Dates back 100 years. This coffin was found in the wreckage of the ship that Jonathan Joestar, your great-great-grandfather, died on. And when it was finally discovered, it was empty. Only I know what it contained. The one Abdul and I have been searching for. When you say the one, do you mean... Yes, I'm searching for a person. One who was also aboard that ship 100 years ago. A monster who has finally risen from his 100-year slumber. His name is Dio, mortal enemy to the Joestar line.
Mortal enemy to the line, and by that I mean the one guy because nobody else has met him.
Yeah, I guess so.
That man 100 years ago that no one has met. He was our mortal enemy. Why? Because he fucked with our grandfather.
Yeah, great-grandfather. His great-grandfather and his great-great-grandfather. Jonathan got the shaft.
No.
Jonathan had a son, right?
Yeah.
Who
then had Joseph.
Who then had Joseph. Hey, Jojo, don't pout like this has nothing to do with you. Abdul, right? So, I don't know who you are, but you've got balls to say that to me. And Gramps, do you expect me to believe this 100-year-old guy just crawled out of the ocean? You really think I'm gonna just nod my head and go, oh, that makes sense after hearing that load of bull?
I mean, you have a magical man that comes out of your chest. Yeah, I expect you to believe all of it.
But when you think about it, our evil spirits are equally unbelievable, aren't they? That's fine by me. I'll make you believe me in due time. Just let me tell you my reasons for going after Dio and why I know all about him in the first place. A Polaroid camera. I'll show you. Truth is, Jotaro, 1 year ago I discovered that I also had the same kind of evil spirit as you. A stand. By the way, spoilers for part 3 if anybody cares.
I mean...
Is this true, Papa? What did you say, Gramps? Look closely. Smashed the camera and a Polaroid photo came flying out. See the thorns? That's my stand. Its ability is spirit photography. I can make faraway things appear on film. Of course, I have to bust up a $300 camera every time I use
still
it.
Don't get, right? He can touch a TV and it works fine. Why can't he just hold the camera and have it spit out stuff?
I don't know.
Because he's stupid is why.
What's going on over here, sirs? Nothing that concerns you. Be gone.
Be gone, knave.
Pay attention, Jotaro. The image this photo shows will decide your fate. What? Jotaro, Holly, have you ever taken a good look at the backs of your necks? No. What do you mean? I'm sure you've never examined it carefully. But on the very base of my neck, there's a star-shaped birthmark.
Oh my goodness, I've never looked in a mirror before. Actually, It's on the back. I probably wouldn't have noticed it either.
I can't see mine very well. Why do you mention it? I heard from my mother that my late father also had this very birthmark. I imagine all of the Joestar bloodline must have it. So what exactly is on that photo? This birthmark, which none of us have paid any mind to until now, will decide our fate. Just get to the point. Show us what's on that photo. That's ripped from the manga, I believe.
Pretty well shaded.
Yeah, Araki's got a talent. Below the neck, it belongs to my grandfather, Jonathan Josar, which means that his lovingly framed peepee is Jonathan's. God,
You keep saying lovingly framed. We've not seen it yet.
Dio's outfit is almost specifically designed to draw your attention to his dong. If not for my grandma Edina, I never would have known what occurred on that ship that was lost in the Atlantic over a century ago. That bastard Dio stole my grandfather's body. That's all that she told me. I'll bet that now, somewhere in the world, he's using that body to carry out some evil scheme.
Also, all the images I've seen of Dio for part 3, he's not buff enough for that to be Jonathan's body.
He's not buff enough for that to be Jonathan?
Jonathan was fucking huge. He was like the Incredible Hulk.
Jonathan was ripped. 4 years since he was revived. And just this year, we discover both my psychic ability and your spirit. It can't be a coincidence. Dio must be the cause. Our abilities are what most people might describe as ESP, or psychokinesis. I was born with my stand, but yours seem to have something to do with Dio and the stolen body of his, like an invisible link between you and your ancestor, Jonathan. It's very likely that Dio's awakening has in turn awakened your own dormant abilities. Abdul, can you determine his location from this photo? I'm afraid I cannot do that. It's far too dark for me to see clearly. Yeah, part 1, everybody looked like a mushed potato, so like...
Their art style hasn't changed a whole lot. It's still, people still randomly get bulky in the middle of a fight because...
Well, that's because Araki pays more attention to how nice things look in the moment than anything else. Sorry, Holly, but it looks like we're gonna have to park outside ourselves at your place in Japan for a little while. I felt it again. Once again, I sense that someone is watching me. Jonathan's descendants, no doubt.
It looks like a squirrel.
His body seems to be sending out a signal somehow. So be it. I suppose this is destiny. Destiny that must be dealt with. Destiny that must be eliminated. Destiny that I've already taken measures to nip in the bud. Spoopy, huh?
I like that we still haven't gotten to actually do anything yet.
No. It seems that a new destiny is beginning. That would be your destiny. You, nameless one, apostle of fate. You are about to walk a path full of pain and suffering. However it is necessary, you continue to fight. Please accept this small offering, your very own stand. I hope you use it well.
He just hands you like an armor stand, like it's an actual thing.
Welcome to my humble shop. I'm Muhammad Abdul, a fortune teller. I detect the capability to wield a stand within you. If you answer a few easy questions for me, I may be able to determine your stand's power. Sometimes this gets a little long, but the more questions you answer, the more potent your abilities will be. First off, picture yourself in everyday Okay, so this is the quiz that I told you about. We're both gonna answer, and then pick if we agree on something, we go with that, and we're gonna pick something in the middle if we don't. And yeah. Also, we need a name for her when we're done. It has to be a music reference, or else not.
Why? Nobody else is.
Shut the hell up. Where are you standing? Think not about the small details, but where your position is in relation to others. Okay, so mingling with the group, right in the center, or off in my own place.
I mean, I don't tend to mingle.
You don't tend to mingle?
I would be off in my own place.
I don't know where I'd
Wouldn't be.
Where would I be? Anybody who knows me.
Right in the center.
Would I be in the center?
Unless you're like upset, then I guess not. But
unless I'm like a.
What?
In general, where would I be? Halfway between.
Mingling with the group is probably the best one if we're doing both of us, because
it's halfway between.
When we're here, we're usually in groups.
We're not naming our little girl Smash Mouth. Alright, so mingling with the group.
We're gonna name her Meg, which is a music reference, because one of my favorite band musicians is named Meg.
Okay, I see. This next one is about your worldview. Do you think it's best to give people the benefit of the doubt, or is your trust something to be earned?
I don't trust anybody.
I trust them from the outset. I distrust them, or depends on the circumstances.
I don't trust anybody I've never met.
I trust people. I tend to trust people from the
So
outside.
it depends on the circumstances.
Okay. Do you believe in survival of the fittest? That it's natural for those who are weaker to be picked off?
You have insurance on it?
No.
Is it covered under our
No. The question is, he said, do you believe it's natural? As in, yes, nature kills the weak links.
No, I don't.
That's not the way that it should be done.
No.
But that's the way that nature
So
works.
let's go with no. Your boyfriend or girlfriend has left their phone behind at your house. Do you check their messages?
No.
No.
I don't give a shit.
Do you think 2 against 1 is unfair? Yes. Do you?
It depends on the circumstances.
Yes. You're at a party and spot someone drinking by the window on their own. They seem lonely. Do you try to make conversation? I do.
I didn't hear the question.
You're at a party and you see someone drinking alone. Do you try to make conversation?
It depends. What are they drinking?
Rachel, Catherine.
Drinking alone brings damage alcohol, and no, I don't want to talk to a drunk person.
God.
If they're just like alone and sad, then sure.
Do you have trouble with social obligations?
Not at all.
I definitely do.
You have a lot of trouble with that. Let's go with no.
No?
Yeah.
You're working on something important, but your friend is swamped with assignments. Do you put your project on the back burner to help them?
Sure.
Yep. When your family members get... Yes, 100%. Do you think all the world's problems would be solved if people simply learn to cooperate?
No.
Yes. 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 Do you like to give presents that can be kept as a memento rather than practical gifts? I do.
I just give presents people would like, so yeah.
Your stand is Napalm Death.
That is a cool name. It's a skull dagger.
It's a pen. See? Napalm Death, range close.
It's a dagger.
Class special type. A calligraphy pen that uses the alphabet as bombs and ink is napalm. The bigger the writing, the bigger the resulting explosion, but the radius of the blast remains consistent.
The bigger the writing, the bigger the explosion. Which means in my hands, it's always a big explosion, because I have awful writing. It's pretty...
It can set off time bombs with a limit of up to 10 seconds. Its repertoire of words grows as the user gains experience.
Wouldn't its repertoire of words be my repertoire of words?
As for your personality type, you're not very good with people, but you're very frank and sincere. What you see is what you get. Level-headed and patient, you don't like to boast or put yourself on display. Reserved and temperate, you can restrain yourself under any circumstance. You don't like to waste your breath, so when you do speak up, people usually listen. Oh, before I forget, would you mind telling me your name? I actually don't like Napalm Death. I did a playthrough with Napalm Death once. There are too many people with a close range already.
I mean, yeah.
So, like, it kind of imbalances it in the fact that you struggle with a lot of enemies early on and later in the game.
You know,
So do we want to, like,
that was unintentional, but what about Mercury?
Mercury?
Named after Freddie Mercury. Because they wrote Killer Queen Fin, and it made me think of that.
We're not naming her Smash Mouth.
We can name her after the main singer of Smash Mouth.
No!
Diet ready?
She'll be Galfieri.
Here, no! I'm really tempted to save Scum here and take the quiz again. To get a different stand.
It's up to you. That's the thing you want to do.
Alright, guys.
I mean,
Would you guys be mad if I save Scummed and we did a different stand? Like, we're just gonna skip the prologue and, like, just go straight to the stand creation.
can you do that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, we haven't saved.
That's fine.
How
We
would
don't need to
How would
save.
we skip all the intro stuff? You just gonna hit the button real fast? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna name the character based on whatever stand we have. So if you want to change it, then you should
Yeah.
do that first.
So nobody's gonna be upset. We're gonna save scum. So hold on.
I like the concept. It's neat. The real question. Oh, did you have to close it?
Yeah, I have to close it.
The real question though is,
Yep.
if does the pen float around on its own, or do I have to like hold it?
Yeah, imagine writing in calligraphy in air and everybody's looking at you funny. All right, thank you, Speedwagon. Normal. Skip to stand creation.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
There was a picture of Falshing.
It seems the new destiny, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. Anyway, we've done this.
You guys didn't hear me, did you?
No, not at all.
The lead singer of Smash Mouth, Guy Fieri.
I hate.
That's what we'll name it.
I hate.
Well, that's what I said.
She's not gonna be Gal Fieri. It's not happening.
It's actually a really funny name.
No.
You guys are going home.
If we get a stand that eats people, then it's definitely going to be Guy Fieri.
That eats people?
Yeah, have you seen that meme?
No.
It's like Guy Fieri with his mouth open, and there's just like a person being shoved in there. It's great.
Okay, so
I mean, I don't know what you're just gonna have to answer different things.
you know what?
I don't
Let's
know
answer
what-
how I would.
I don't. Then we're gonna get the smoke.
No, we won't.
You guys need a podcast?
I looked up how to
No,
get
we
deep purple.
We did this once to test to see what you would get on yours.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, like you answered it like all general things. I don't remember what it was.
I answered randomly, dude. Okay, so would I be in the center? You think?
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I don't pay attention to that kind of thing.
You're always in the center.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault, but that's where you are.
Next one about worldview.
Like it doesn't say where do you want to be. It just says where would you be.
I trust people from the outset. Do you like to get presents? Yes. No.
We should just do this a third time as me just to see what all the different options are.
Yeah. Do you think that the end justifies the means?
That's a different question. How dare.
No.
Yep.
Well,
Love you, bye.
it depends. Do you think the end justifies the means?
Do you?
Can people, are you interacting with people? Like, can people see you?
Yeah.
So if I did this.
No, they can't. They can't.
We
see
don't
her.
have a
They see the
webcam.
game.
Do you want a piece of tape?
No.
Okay.
I'm not paranoid about the government watching me through my webcam.
It's not a paranoia thing. We just don't have it turned on. So, do you think the end justifies the means?
If I answer honestly, people are gonna hate me.
Why?
Do I think that the end justifies the means?